What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. Welcome to another Sunday stream. I got a comment last Friday, so 2 days ago, on the most recent Die-Rise upload, saying build the slick, which is build the sliquifier, because I said I wasn't going to do it, and I didn't do it in that gameplay, but I can do it. It's just going to take a little bit more time and effort. So what I did is I went on the Call of Duty wiki and I wrote down the parts and where they are for each. Apparently there's a trample steam on Buried too, and the locations do not move on that one. On Die-Rise they do move. There's 2 spots for each, whereas with the sliquifier, some of them, well, only one of them has 1, the other has 2. And I also got another comment a little bit earlier on, I think a transit video, that said that they were having difficulty staying online when they played with friends. I don't really play this game with friends too often, but even when I did back in the day, I would disconnect then too. So I don't know if it's like really something that they're ever going to fix or ever was fixed in the first place. So what I do, but it's because I play solo, is I go local. And that kind of does hurt a little bit, I admit. You can't see the leaderboards, but leaderboards are a little outdated now anyway. At least with zombies, they don't really enforce it as much, so this means I did it as the Maxis version. So Die-Rise will stay on original, and we'll go ahead and start the match. You see how fast this goes? There's no random things in between. I'm not going to get to choose who to play as, and whoever I get is who I get.
I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
I think the game's loud.
Why me? Travel where? Don't you get it? There's nothing left.
Hello?
How did you... What? What do you mean, mend the rift? Well, maybe I don't wanna. Huh? Did you think of that?
Nope, I didn't think about it. If you want to watch the cutscene, you can watch part 1. I'm not that invested. Lice. I said lice, I meant nice.
Don't look like much, but it may be useful.
So I'm going to be really careful because... And I'm actually going to go this way this time because on the old school zombies I just went straight ahead. And I will fall if I stand on it for too long. No, that's not an insult to your weight, Misty. Everybody would do that. Don't tell her to listen, man. She won't do it. That's probably why she made it this far in the zombie apocalypse. But I wouldn't really know. So this is kind of going to play like an old school zombies, except there's no cuts. This game is loud. I hope I'm loud enough to be heard. Let's see how the bullets sound. Her yell is the loudest part. That's awesome, though. I could try and change maybe how it's, I don't know. I use headphones, and I think even if you're not using headphones, it still is a good sound boost. But so I'm gonna try not to die. If I die, like, it's gonna be how I do with the goals, I guess. Like, as long as I do the 2 things, like build the trample steam and the sliquifier, it's gonna be the only game. So I'll try to survive as long as I can. But if I fail, I'll do it again. I ain't got no problem with that. But dang, I'm kind of worried I'm gonna take enough fall damage that I will go down, huh?
Sure was sweet.
So I gotta be careful not to take the 2-hit down. That's the biggest thing I need to remember about this game. I don't know. I have enough to come back because I think the M14. Oh, the M14 might be right here. I don't think there is a fully automatic weapon too close by. I think I'm gonna buy the M14.
Come on, evil voices, throw us a bone.
I'll be careful.
You just woke one sleepy giant.
Yeah, when they say it said boosts high and low end, so
You're done, bitch.
usually what that means is there's a bass and a treble. And the bass are the lower sounds and the treble is the higher sounds. So I guess that could be done in a couple of ways, but there are some noises that are just inherently lower and some that are inherently higher, and you can choose which ones you like hearing more. A lot of people do like bass, but I don't know. I think you gotta have a little bit of both. So these parts are really easy to find, it seems. So there is a way to do this a little quicker, I think, and you walk it down. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try not to use any exploits. But here's like one of the trickier parts of this map that I didn't even want to deal with. I guess I was at a time in my life where I like needed to get stuff done, and I didn't want to take too long with it. So
Does this have to work for stupider?
Let's upgrade our pistol. Sorry, Colt M1911. Yeah, I said I was going to do Ashes of the Damned also today, but I decided not to. Because I want to watch some Call of Duty, and it starts in about 2 hours, so if I end up surviving like really well, it's okay. Like I'll miss the beginning of it or whatever, but if I don't, like I'm not going to start another game just to... I shouldn't have done that, should I? I'm going to have to buy another door now. Whoops. Oh, the PDW. Yeah, let's not buy it. Is this 1,000? Yeah, but it is. This is the same price as the V23R. I don't know how much that debris is, but if it's 750, I don't want to find out the hard way. Because you can't just run right by them like you can in the later zombie games. But it really should not be 1,500, but in case it is... Did I already open that door? Wow, I already opened that door.
This looks like a little piece of something.
Double points.
Double trouble!
You can also do it on this side, and it's easier because this corner will make sure that you don't overshoot it. This does not require a turbine. Luckily, thankfully, you know.
Oh, you gonna cry?
I'll try not to. Oh, I'm down. Well, let's go with dead. Holy shit. I guess quick revive will do that for you. Wow, that was a... Alright, well, I guess...
I owe you one.
Yeah, I do. I definitely owe you one quick revive. So I guess we can start building. Let me turn up the bright... Oh my god, I'm really pushing it. Let me see if I can turn up the brightness a little bit. No, it's as high as it goes. It's gonna be dark. Alright, I can turn up my monitors. I can't ask you if it's too bright or too dark, but I feel like it's not. But I can turn up mine. I usually, like... Yeah, it's dark. Just a little bit because I did it. Just a teensy little bit. It's scary, but at the same time, like, I want you to be able to see and not strain your eyes too much. So it'll be minor, but it'll be enough. Yeah, it's like a magic trick, I know. Wow, this is accurate.
You touch it, you pay for it.
So this
I
part...
better
Oh,
hang on to this. Fits like a glove. Sure don't look like one, though.
oh my god, pick it up.
Carpenter!
Whew, thanks for the break.
I think those are the first two. In power room, on table by elevators, or by fridge near the workbench. I don't see no fridge. Oh.
Think I'd better hang on to this.
I don't have quick revive anymore.
Ha! Would you look at that? I've always had a knack for fixing things.
Oh. I already got the wires and dishes. I need the canister. Next to the power switch on a table, huh? Oh, these doors are closed. Interesting. It's not here.
Scratch me! I'll scratch you back!
Oh, I trapped myself. Let's try not to fall off the map this time. I got lucky that I hit the ground instead, so I got to at least see some of the parts. But I need to do a little better. Hopefully, I don't think it starts you like it did in Black Ops 1. So I'm just gonna have to do it again. But it's quick. I ain't mad about
I
it.
don't understand. Why are you doing this? Why me? Travel where?
Thank you. Jeez, I didn't know they were a lot more generous than even Black Ops 3. They actually took a step back. One great leap forward. We're gonna play as Misty
Once
again.
we find ourselves without electricity.
Yeah. No, it's funny because,
The energy fields are no longer disrupting our communications via electrical devices. You will hear me, and you should listen.
in Black Ops 1 with those characters, I'm not gonna delve into, like, the Call of the Dead, because, I mean, it's a little too small of a sample size and the connection, but I like playing as Misty the most, because I feel like I can relate to her more than, like, well, at least when I was growing up. Like, Russ, man, he's, like, hella old, so I don't know. And, like, I didn't really connect with that. I felt like that was the biggest personality thing that he had. Kind of like how with Nikolai was the drinking, Dempsey was, like, the marine, Richtofen was the doctor, crazy doctor, sadistic doctor, and then Takio was, like, the warrior, the honorable warrior. Whereas with Black Ops 2, he had Stuhlinger, too, who he was, like, also pretty crazy, but he was, like, a hardcore schizophrenic. Like, I get it that it was, like, it was induced by something and it was a very specific voice, but it's because he chose to eat zombie flesh, which I don't think I would ever do. I don't know. It's hard to know, like, what the quails of starvation would do to a person, but, like, there's some situations that maybe you would decide to, like, do, like, lose your morals, but I feel like you would never really lose your morals if it wasn't already kind of ingrained in you to do.
Oh man, that was not pretty, but it sure was sweet.
And then Marlton, I wasn't like stupid. But I don't know, like, am I gonna die if I fall this way? No, I think I can make this. But Marlton was, like, overly nerdy for my taste. Like, I don't know, like, I wear the glasses, sure, but, like, it was just, like, it's just not who I am. I'm a little jockey. You couldn't tell, maybe, by looking at me, but I like that part of my personality. Or I connect closer with it than I did, like, the nerdy. Like, video games can be considered nerdy, sure, but I don't know if Marlton was that. I mean, he probably would have in some case, but I don't know as much. Especially the type of games you could play, I guess, and it does vary. But yeah, Misty was, like, cool, and yeah, I'm not a girl or nothing, but, I mean, she's chill. And I'm chill, I think. So, like, I like playing as her. None of them are really anything too special. But... Can I go... Oh, crap, that's gonna crush me. I'll get this, though, just in case. And I didn't pick up a part, so that's troubling, too.
No ammo. Alright, I take you barehanded.
And she's also pretty brave, which is cool, you know. I don't know, I think they all were. Nikolai was a little scared sometimes. Yeah, let's see how it moved.
I'd better hang on to this.
Come on, lunge. I might need to open this door just to get these, to do this quicker. Because that way I have two options to make my way back up. They must all be above me. Ah, wow. Was it even possible to get up here before? Or is Quick Revive always on? Because I think I need to turn on the power for this one to work, huh? Interesting. You know, I think you need people. I think that's what it was. When you have 4 people, you can do it quite easily. Or you can, or in solo, I guess you can make your way up. But
That's my empty guns, folks.
but there's no way to do it otherwise, I don't think.
Double points.
Don't you even think about it.
So I guess we'll go.
Kablooey!
I think I'm gonna stick with the PDW for now, but let's turn on the power. I don't have to build it, luckily, this time around. Can use the trample steam right there.
I think this place probably looks better in the dark. Huh, this looks like a little piece of something.
Luckily, they can't climb up the sides. It does go faster if you stand on it.
Fits like a glove. Sure don't look like one, though.
Yeah, it looks like all of them kind of moved. There's Jug if I need it. It would be good to get Jug. God, I remember the days on Kino, not having Jug.
Carpenter!
I thank you. My wrists thank you.
I thank you. My wrists thank you. She's not gonna have to do that hammering herself. Mannequin foot, check. Handbrake, check. Wires and dishes, as well as a gas canister. On barrel, next to where door was bought, it was not there, it's here.
Don't look like much, but it may be useful.
Stuck in a maze. I think the zombies are lost too, so that's reassuring.
Ha! Would you look at that? I've always had a knack for fixing things.
Alright, gas canister where Slick is built in the green cage, or by fridge near sliquifier. So where do you see a green cage? I don't see it. Shit. Okay. So I might have to do some searching the old-fashioned way, because that information was not sufficient. It's definitely the second one. Next to power switch on a table. I feel like that's where the handbrake was. But that can be there too.
Don't look like much, but it may
Alright.
be useful.
Sliquifier on round 5. We'll trade out our Colt M1911. It's a little bit more of a suitable upgrade than I was going to replace the M14, but this pistol is iconic. Okay. we can carry on now. But, you know, this is the unfortunate part about these zombie games sometimes, is that you're really in a bad position if you decide not to be patient when you have a zombie. Like, you really shouldn't kill zombies if there's something you need to do. And in this map in specific, which is probably why a lot of people didn't like this map, if you didn't have a knack for patience, which some people do, which I think are the people who preferred this game. I'd never seen that before, I found it now. If you want to go up, you kind of have to wait, or risk your life. And you can get a key, which I didn't grab. Or I don't think I can. I have to use the elevator in order to grab it. But this is a nice part about filming it. It's going to be this one. Or both of them. Is that you can, I can cut this out. But when I'm streaming, I can't do that. So that's a drawback, but if you want to tap, tap, tap on your screen, or, I don't know. That's how I usually watch YouTube. But people, I know people watch on tablets, which is the same thing, or on laptops, which is not quite the same thing. I guess you can use the little arrows. Or on TVs, which I think is probably the most complicated one to skip through. I think you kind of are stuck. Either scrubbing, which is when you, like, slide instead of tap, like skip. That, you know. I don't have enough to buy Jug. But it is likely going to be the way I get out of here. And I am going to have to kill this zombie, but I would rather kill it when I'm already on my way up. So it would be really annoying if it disconnected, you know, while you're doing all this stuff. He died. Couldn't be me. I also changed the audio rate. I lowered it a little bit. I hope it doesn't affect it too badly, because I was recommended to try that to see if it would help me. So now the power's on, it should be a little easier to go back and forth. Let me identify where all the perks are. Holy shit, I almost fell. I didn't really need that.
That's the big boom.
You will die if it crushes you, so. Yeah, you hear that dinging? It's to be sure you're not there. So this is where pack punches. That's manageable. There's another perk around here that I can't seem to see unless I open a door. Which I should be able to afford very soon. These zombies are taking their sweet time to get to me, though. I don't know if that door will get me there. Or that one. Honestly, or this one, but we'll find out. Double tap is there. Good. So this is Jug, and this must be Mule Kick. So it'll be a little bit of time. I would like to buy Jug. Yeah, I'll try and save up to get enough for Jug. Should be a little easier with this.
Double points. Double trouble.
That was easy. Ooh, the Bowie knife. That's tempting. I forgot that that was here. But I'm pretty sure this is where Jug is. Shit.
Those
Fetch me their
are headed this way. Sure took the spring out of your step, didn't it?
You really gotta hit your shots for this to kill.
Look, but don't touch.
Well, I missed my chance. That sucks. I don't have enough money for it anyway. Let's go back. I don't need points for this build, so I might as well just save time at this point. That was a guess, that that would also be 750. But it's nice of them to have done that for me, so that I could afford it. I'm at 0 points right now. It'll start to show up.
You just got owned. Chew on that.
Speed Cola is here instead of Who's Who. That's useful. Okay.
Think I'd better hang on to this.
Yo, run, will you?
You touch it, you pay for it.
Can't reload while sprinting.
Seems to fit, as long as I wiggle it a little. Don't you even think about it.
I think there's some in the main spawn room. I already got, that's the chicken wire I got. The motor,
Why aren't there any ammo when you need
I already got that too. So these ones, the hallway of stair on left side of lobby. I do know where that is. This does chain. There it is.
You touch it, you pay for it.
But now I'm starting to think this is the motor.
No! Scratch me! I'll scratch you back! I ain't gonna stand for that!
It reloaded.
I wasn't exactly slow before, but hey, I'll take all the help I can get. Look at all
It's
this
fun,
ammo!
I'll give it to him.
Carpenter! Max ammo!
Yeah, those are just straight death. So I have the motor, the chicken wire, and the bellows. I need the flag. Next to broken chair at bottom of right side stairs in spawn room. So I'll check there. Next to the top of escalator leaning against rail. So I don't think it's that one. So what's the other one? Next to broken chair at bottom of right side stairs at spawn room. Ah, shit, there it is.
This looks like a little piece of something.
Well, we'll find out. Alright, so these break. But they're also useful. I think I can get back up there.
Oh, you gonna cry?
Nice. But they do break it, so... But you can always just pick up another one. It also works to kill zombies. Oh, they're not even gonna come after me. But now I can't get back, so if I want to do that, I'm gonna have to buy it. Oh, Semtexes. I thought they were Claymores, but... So, double tap is here. I think I am gonna get it. So my
I'll scratch you back.
one of my weapons can do more damage.
I'm running on fumes here. I wouldn't want to be the one cleaning that up. Cinders!
Alright, so yeah, I'm good. I'll just try and survive as long as I can.
I ain't been this low on ammo since the last time.
But I do kind of want to hit the box to see if I can get like a Galil or something. And try and hit my shots better. Let me see. It's a little high. Some Texas sure have come a long way. Let's say my trample steam is still alive. So I can, you know what I can do? I can jump next to it. That's good. That way I can, I'm gonna go hit the box. You know, I might pick it up, honestly.
At least it ain't as heavy as it looks.
Alright, well, I might have screwed myself there, because if I slip, I'm in big trouble. Oh my god! I didn't die. Oh, I went the wrong way, too. People from what I've seen, people... you can also do this one. I don't know about that. I might have to wait a little bit and try to do that right. Because if you fall off the map, you're dead. If you fall from a very high height, you're okay. But I think those, I'm gonna try and be more conservative with my ammo. I'm not sure. I think you can pack-a-punch this. If I see it, I'll show up. But more than anything, I kind of want to see... I know I can make that. I just have to aim it right, which... I'm just gonna take the longer route. I keep missing. Whoa. I don't want to use the AN-94 for reasons you might know or might not know, depending on where you're at or where it is at. But let's see if I can, what's over here? Another exit. Well, if I need it, I'll use it. I have limited ammo, so I'll be wary of that. And I just missed it too. That's great. Time to be a little conservative with my ammo. I have 13 rounds. Which I know isn't very obvious, but it's there. And we're good.
I ain't gonna stand for that.
Insta-kill.
Unleash the whirligig.
What you got for me?
Damn it! Without ammo, this weapon's as useful as stupiger.
Stupinger. Yeah. I could raise. I don't know. Something that I gotta debate with. Because I have been moving my head depending on the game that I'm playing. But I still don't ever really want to take up the middle portion of the map. What am I doing again? Pin the box. Of the game, I mean, you know. I want the game to be the central focus, so sometimes it can be more immersive, but I'll try and be more mindful of that because, I mean, what have I done that for? I guess I am streaming. I'll raise it. I'll raise it.
Wow, liquefying rock gobbler sure is fun.
I love how her voice cracks all the time. I wonder how that happens. Is it like a confidence thing? Because my voice, like doesn't crack very often, even though I use it a lot. And I think I'm a confident individual, and usually when people's voice cracks, I feel like it's because they're like unsure about what they're saying. But I could be wrong.
Don't you even think about it.
Whatever, I'll fix it in a bit. I just don't want to mess up this.
Ammo since the last time.
No, let's keep that.
Sure.
Fetch me this!
Again.
I'm so cooked. Let's go hit the box. Let me see how this looks. Is this door closed? Thank God it was open. Is this gonna be open? I think so too. So yeah, we'll survive. Okay. See what we get. Alright, whatever.
I feel like I just wasted my money.
Well, this is definitely a tough weapon to use for these peeps.
Hey, I'll scratch your back. I'm almost out.
And I could have gotten it off the wall. Oh, M16. Colt M16 for 1200, huh? That suck. Alright. Why do these take so long to explode? Oh my God.
I ain't gonna stand for that.
Max ammo!
Woo! I topped off my tank.
Uh-huh. That's better.
Finally! Something with a little meat on its bones.
Mm-hmm. Let's give it a try. I think it's a little... I think that's better.
Now that is how you put down the rock goblin.
So let's start working on pack-a-punching this baby. And we'll see if I can pack-punch the sliquifier too. And then we'll just try and survive.
That was a warning shot. Ah! Woo! Clean up on aisle 3. Ah, don't you even think about it.
I'm not... The wonder weapons took a little bit of time to get off the ground in this game. The blunder guy was pretty good. I think that's why I built it. Memory serves, don't it?
Pay for it.
Reload. Can't you make your way up the stairs, can you?
Oh, you just got blended, baby.
So I gotta get a little better at using it in the first place.
Don't look like much, but it may be useful. Well, guess it's one or the other. Okay, I'll take this.
I don't actually know where this gets built. I thought it was here, but I guess it's just another part. I think I need to pack punch the RPD first, because the sliquifier already does a ton of damage.
Double points.
2 for 1 time. Ah, look, but don't touch. You're so dumb, you'll probably start walking in circles. Let your worries melt away. I'm almost out!
Insta-kill.
Well, I think a round of applause is in order.
So I can't upgrade the sliquifier. That's fine.
Don't you even think about it.
Now I know. I can't buy any more perks because I already have 4, and I'm. Oh my god! I thought I missed it. But I think the trample steam is still living, and I saw that it works. So that's good. But I don't need to go over there, so I guess I'll pick it up again.
At least it ain't as heavy as it looks.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. So yeah, that's as far as it goes, you know. Like, that's Die Rise, and I'll try and I think I'm gonna do what I did in Old School Zombies, because it was kind of fun, and this gun's it's got a little bit more oomph to it.
Yeah, look, but don't touch. Kablooey!
So I know how far I got in Old School Zombies. Y'all don't. But if you're gonna watch this, oh shit, I won't tell you right now, and I won't tell you right then. But what I will do is I'm gonna shoot to beat that round, and if I beat it, I'll say that I beat it, and if I don't, then I'll say that I didn't. And other than that, it's just gonna be Old School Zombies crunched up into one at a little bit of an older age and with a little bit stronger weapons. Because this sliquifier is a one-hit kill, I think, always, as long as the liquid touches the zombies. And it can chain them. So I hit one of them, it should... I'll see if it kills all of them. But if you don't hit them straight on, it doesn't kill them, so... I have more potential here, and I got my perks, so... But as soon as, you know, you die the first time, it could be curtains, so... We'll see. And this can be used as a trap, but I feel like I should use it as a way to get back here.
These things just get uglier and uglier.
In case I need to leave at the end of a round to buy a jug.
Stand for that.
Temporarily. But either way, if I leave, I'm in trouble. You can get a free perk from them, and I think it's if you don't shoot a single bullet at them. So you can use the trample steam and put yourself in the corner and try and kill them all.
Woo! I topped off my tank.
Which I could try to do, but it's kind of risky if it doesn't work. I think it's also like if you don't take damage, you also can't take damage. It used to be really nice in the first round. It was kind of like monkeys. You could tell that they were trying to make it like the monkey rounds on Ascension. And I'm gonna try not to kill one zombie at a time anymore to save ammo. And here I am doing it again. I'm probably better off having this relativistic punishment device out, because it can kill one zombie in my path, and with the sliquifier I might miss my shots. It's just what happens sometimes. They won't be like that forever, because, you know, guns do less damage as the rounds go up.
Did you break him there?
Double point.
1, 2, I'm killing you!
Cool. I'm doing it again. Patience. But yeah, it's kind of a shame you can't go into all those other rooms. This map could have been, like, ginormous, but at the same time, like, they were on, like, a bit of a time crunch, I think, or a time schedule. Like, if they had an extra year, maybe they could have done more with this map. But for what it was, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's interesting, but long-lasting value, a little bit less so. I know I'm playing it, let's see, 2010 was Black Ops 1, so 2012 was Black Ops 2, which means in 2013 was when this map came out, so that's about 13 years ago. Pretty close to it, too, because I think the first DLC pack used to always come out in January.
Carpenter!
I thank you. My wrists thank you.
I see Lego just miss.
Melt away.
But it's up and to the right. It's up and to the right. Gotta get to know your guns. That's why I think the firing range is such a good add. I think they have it in the zombies loadout thing too.
I ain't gonna stand for that.
I don't have monkeys. That would be a good thing to go for, wouldn't it?
Oh, about hand. Those long, lonely nights are gonna get lonelier.
Max ammo.
Chew on that. Look, but don't touch.
I forgot I had that, huh? Yeah, let's go see if we can get monkeys. I'm not as much on a time crunch now because I don't have storage limitations. I'm not saving this, so this is what you get. Which means I can go for longer. And if you want to skip through it, you can, but I think it would be worth trying to get some monkeys. I don't want to get too greedy. This door's still not open, huh? Tough. I hear another zombie, so that's good. So it's good to know that that's possible to do. I didn't know you could have a zombie alive with you. I thought it would just kill you. Bum 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 bum.
seedy old mess.
Yeah, you used to just be able to do that stuff. But I killed it. Sorry. You can get this sniper. Is it also the DSR? This SVU. I think that one's semi-automatic, so it might honestly be a better choice. I don't need Who's Who, and I also don't have the perk slot for it. You can sometimes get glitched out of this, but not today. That DSR has a crush on me.
Yes, keep 'em coming. I got this. Don't you even think about it. Woo! Liquefying rock gobbler sure is fun.
They gobble rocks.
You guys got diced. Oh, you just got
A ray gun?
baby.
That's fun, but no.
Woo! Liquefying rock gobbler sure is fun.
No PhD, and the RPD is
That's
better.
gonna stain the
believe it or
floor
not.
for sure.
They have comparable ammo reserves. That's an easy no. They have comparable ammo reserves, but I mean, if I was out of ammo in this gun, I would take it. And if I was on round 30 something. It is a little lighter though, I'll give you that. Alright, that was an easy enough round. I think I'm gonna keep hitting the box while I go. Is it 2 swings of the Galvas? I'll save a little ammo doing that. So that's good. It's kind of a shame the Galvanuckles never made a return. What is this? I think that's the Galil, but again, the RPD is a little better. But that's a tougher choice, I admit, because it's like it's got sentimental value, because it was in Black Ops 1. This is a Black Ops 2 exclusive, the RPD. Same with Die Rise. Never made a
Hi,
return.
everyone. These ain't your regular stumblers.
Yeah, that's good. We live with that.
There, coming through.
And I'm wasting my ammo like that because I'm going to get a max ammo, and it's fun. If get it, and no. Because they brought them back in Black Ops 6 and Cold War and 7, where you get max ammos on these special rounds. But there was a time, even in this game, like Mob of the Dead, even in Black Ops 1, like on Call of the Dead, they brought it back on Shadows. But there were times where you just couldn't get max ammos consistently every 4 to 5 rounds. You just had to get lucky. But yeah, I think Shino Numa had the first time they started doing that. I guess people were complaining they weren't getting their max ammos. I'm sure there were high rounders in those older games. Some of the highest rounds are on that because they had a weapon like the sliquifier, which has a ton of damage. The flamethrower, which I never learned how to use. Haven't played too much World at War Zombies. That's Old School Zombies was the first time I played each of those maps with the World at War versions. And I had played them a couple more times. I streamed them on Twitch one time, but I didn't save any of them. I think I played one time Shino Numa for fun. For the most part, nah. I would like to get those monkeys, though.
Did you break a nail?
Can't do that with a ray gun. Alright, let's make sure that Misty's wrists are grateful again.
Carpenter!
I ain't gonna stand for that.
Double points.
2 for 1 time.
Yeah. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, or maybe I said it for her. Shit.
Scratch me, I'll scratch you. You just woke one Sleepy giant.
It is faster than the Bowie knife. That'd be fun.
Chew on that.
Probably better off doing it now than later. Every round is going to be a little bit more challenging. I think I know where it is. And it's not in a good spot. So it wouldn't hurt to try to get it out of there. I don't see why I would have to go hit the box again, unless I got to a very high round where I started to run out of ammo. Then I would need to start hitting the box. Oh, I need to go higher. Where am I supposed to go from here? Sorry if the yelling is annoying. They're gonna be yelling for a while. Or it is gonna be yelling for a while. I remember those. That's part of the Easter egg, those cigarette boxes. I think they're cigarette boxes. Another time with the Galil. Yeah, those symbols are useful for whatever reason. But I can't quite remember right now. So, 2 more times they want me to double down on not taking the Galil or the ray gun. I think they're just saying hi and they know it's not meant to be, but maybe for a night. They brought back the dual CZs, so that was also not a Black Ops 1 exclusive. If I get a teddy bear, I won't be mad, but I'm gonna probably head out. I feel like if you fall from a high enough height, even if you land on the cushions, you'll probably still get downed. And the DSR too. They love me, they love me. I love them too. That's why it's nice to play a lot of zombies, I guess, if you could, in a perfect world. If that is the definition of a perfect world.
Now hold on a minute.
Bye-bye.
Where, because, I mean, some might say that the beauty of getting to play zombies on an occasion makes it all that more special, where if you could play it every day, or you had to play it every day, you might not enjoy it as much. But if you played it every day, maybe there are games where I would take the Galil, or the ray gun, or the DSR, and pack-a-punch it and see how far I can get. But since this is an occasional thing, and I want to get far, I want to try to compete with my old-school zombie self, on terms of high round. You know, I'm gonna try to be as strong as humanly possible, which means getting the best weapons. That was very kind, Mr. Zombie. Where is this box? I know where it is. Hey, look, this is where Who's Who is. Wow, this RPD looks really good in this lighting. The belt feed. I think it's under here. This is also a really fun spot to be in. I might even try it out. Oh. What? Did it go back? Oh, there it is. I didn't know there was a spot here. I can't read Chinese. This I know is in Chinese. This is in China. Ow. So I'll probably play Ashes of the Damned next week and Astra Malarum the week after. And I'm gonna try to play it until I succeed, both on directed mode, and that way I can unlock the operator skin, whatever, for Maya and Gray, and play as them because they're on different sides of the battlefield for multiplayer. There we go.
I've killed with a monkey before, you know.
Really?
I ain't gonna stand for that.
So we got what we came for. Now we're decked out. And it's round 22. Let's see how we do. Gonna have to be careful, but I trust that those will help me get out of sticky situations. Or I guess I should say slippery. Because, I mean, sliquifier sounds pretty good. But, I mean, I want it, because you hear liquefier and sliquifier, I guess it's old, you're used to that word, but maybe it's the combination of slip with liquid.
Oh, you just got blended, baby.
It's a slow burn, but it
stand for
does.
that.
And then you can slip. So good to be careful there.
Oh man, that was not pretty, but it sure was sweet. Cinders!
It was risky, because you slip. But you stop as soon as you're out of the liquid, so make sure not to shoot the edges, I guess. I'm not going to try to push it too close, honestly.
Max ammo.
Full as a tick. You touch it, you pay for it.
We're down to 3 hits with the Galvas. Or up to, I should say. But it sounds like a negative, so I want to say down. Well, it quivered. Didn't crack, but I'll give it to you. My voice quivered. Maybe it's the stance. I gotta lock in. I think the armor gives them more health too.
Stand for that.
And even with double tap and pack a punch, the RPD
That's gonna stain the
is starting
floor
to feel
for
its
sure.
age. The Sliquifier, on the other hand, doesn't seem to age a bit. But I gotta be careful. Because if I get slung into a batch of zombies, I can't throw a monkey fast enough to save me. And I do have, did I go down before? I did not go down yet. Oh my god, I'm almost stuck. So I have 3 downs to work with. And luckily those monkey bombs should hopefully save me.
Don't you even think about it.
But I gotta be a little bit more conservative with this ammo. I got 50 shots. So, doing the math, I should try to use 10 per round. I see the zombies behind me. I didn't know those were gonna be there. No spawn here? Good.
Oh,
Not really a spawn, but a traversal
Lonely nights are gonna get lonelier.
range.
Scratch me! I'll scratch you back!
Yeah, they're a lot weaker with no armor, even if you're hitting them in the head. That's kind of cool that they brought that idea back. I don't know if they had them in Cold War, the armored zombies. I can't remember. They definitely did in Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. Ooh, but you could also armor yourself in those games. Don't know that you could in Cold War. I gotta play some Cold War sometime. I had a lot of trouble with my game. I know people they were saying they had trouble with Black Ops 2, but I had a lot of trouble with my Cold War. Alright, well, let's save some ammo.
You touch it, you pay for it.
I also cut out these usually. These little intermissions between rounds.
Don't you even think about it.
The main reason I didn't use the builds, I know there's probably a lot of, like, less main reasons, like, maybe I didn't like the weapon as much, I didn't feel like looking up how to get it, and I didn't want to, and I knew I didn't have the memory. Well, I didn't have the memory with the jet gun, and I chose to do it anyway, but the thing is with the jet gun, is that I actually had never really done that before. Whereas the sliquifier I had built plenty of times, I didn't think it was that special. But, I mean, I know people get on far rounds, and I've seen it, and I just didn't. But there were maybe there were two main reasons. The simpler of the two is that I don't like exploits when I'm playing zombies. I know you can get some crazy high rounds, and there's really specific strategies you can use them for, and it's not necessarily a cheat. Like in 5, if you got up on the desk and the zombies would just die, like that's a cheat to me. There's exploits like the catwalk in Doris. Different, similar sounding but different names. Where you can just sit in the corner of the map and the zombies, they can get you, but it takes a while for them to get to you. So if you have strong weapons, you can sit there and kill them and get pretty high rounds that way. They'll eventually probably overrun you, I think. I've never really tried it that much. Even when my friends do it, I leave and I do something. I want to get there my own way. So that's an exploit. The third type of exploit, and maybe it's not an exploit, you might want to say it's like a strategy, because how else are you going to get to crazy high rounds? But I personally don't think the point of zombies is to get to crazy high rounds. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, because I know a lot of the streamers back in the day would try to reach those crazy 255 hundreds and stream for hours at a time and do it and be like, wow, and it's cool and all, but I was like, I feel like you have to lose your identity in order to do it. I think when you play zombies, you play it in such a way that kinda you can identify with. Like, for me, I feel like I play like a running back. I didn't play football growing up. I played turkey bowls, and we would organize it or something. It would be 5-on-5s, and that was really fun. And I would play more of a receiver role because you can't really run the ball that much. You would use because you use flags there. I never played like tackle. So in that case, if someone wants to get past you, you can snatch their flag. Whereas in tackle, you have to take them down. You have to be stronger than them or try. And that could have been fun. I'll never know. I didn't try it. I don't know if I need to try it. I don't know if I was built for it. I am as tall as Saquon Barkley, but he's got a lot more on him than I do. So But when I'm playing zombies, like, I've watched a bit of football here and there. I like basketball more, but football has its appeal as well. I go for the gaps. I like to go for the gaps. I like to play it tight. I like to go fast. It's fun. Every character has their same speed. It's not like you have builds for, like, if you choose a certain operator, you get lucky. They all play the same way. They might look different. They might say different things.
You touch it, you pay for it.
But can't... You can't have none of them go faster than the other. None of them shoot faster than the other or carry. I think that would be the main thing is speed. Because strength, maybe you could take more hits. That would be something interesting to do. But I think that's a bit of a gamble to do something like that. I know like Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood has some sorts of those ideas. But so basically what I'm saying is I like to run around when I'm playing zombies, and I like to play risky and take some swings but not go down until they eventually, you know, they get me. Whereas there are some people who probably like to camp, or they might like to use wonder weapons, or they might not like to use wonder weapons. Things like that. Whereas if you want to get to around 100, you have to use the wonder weapon, or you have to camp, or you have to train. And I think that's why, maybe subconsciously, Shangri-La has always been my favorite map, is that it's impossible to camp. And even the highest round attempts, which I have seen, you have to train. You have to train, or I don't know, there probably would be different strategies if more people would try it and do it. So like, that would be interesting. Like, I could maybe try with like a Keynote or Toten. Because I know the main strategy with Kino was always, you know, if you're playing solo, is to train around the stage with the Thunder Gun. But eventually you start to run out of ammo for it. You only have a couple of options in terms of weaponry. But I always loved Reese, because I wouldn't camp. I would usually get the wonder weapon. I would usually get it.
Don't you even think about it.
And I would probably camp around spawn. But I always loved it because I would get to the points that you start to run out of ammo. And there's so many box spots on Doris, kind of like Kino, but I haven't really given it as much of a chance. There are some terrible box spots in Kino that I don't know that Doris really has. So those are all fun experiences, but what I'm trying to say is, like, this is kind of my identity, I guess, how I would probably play zombies. Like, there are probably people who would like to camp on the roof deck, you know, but you have a window behind you, so it's difficult. But you could use claymores if you have to train a little bit. But I think a lot of these maps, this is kind of like an Ascension where it has space to run around and you can try. But
let your worries melt away.
I don't think it's always the most sound argument to talk about exploits, because I think exploits kind of has a negative connotation. It sounds like you're taking advantage of a mistake in the game. But it's not a mistake, you know, maybe they did it, like, on purpose, but I feel like, I don't know, in order to, if everyone is doing the same thing, I think it loses a part of its, like, showmanship, like, its entertainment value. I think I value entertainment value a lot. Like, when I watch, like, sports, like, you can be the best player in the world, but if you're not fun to watch, like, I probably won't be a fan of you. I'll respect you. I'll think, you know, that guy's got game, or that gal, she's got game. But, like, if I don't like watching, like, the sport, like, if you don't have a little bit of flair to you, it might not be something I can identify with as much. Okay, I really thought I should have gone down right there. I missed. See what I'm saying? I just missed. But that's just how I identify. I like the flair. I like the entertainment. Whereas there might be some people who like the bread and butter. Just do the same thing every day and get your buckets. I think Kevin Durant is a good example of that. You know, he does very similar things and it works, and he gets buckets. Whereas, like, a guy like Westbrook, who admittedly had a little bit less success in terms of, like, accomplishments, at least team-wise. He might have been fun to watch, but maybe it wasn't always what equated to winning all the time. Whereas a guy like Steph Curry, insanely fun to watch, and oh, fuck. And also had a lot of situations that equated to winning. Alright.
to know how to ride, you gotta know how to fall.
True. So yeah, I've never really had a lack of respect for a guy like Steph Curry, whereas with Kevin Durant, I admit I kind of had a lack of respect for him sometimes. Just because I thought, you know, him leaving the Thunder and going to the Warriors, I thought was a little slimy, and I didn't want to be, I didn't want to like, I don't like slime. But I think that's when I first fell in love with Westbrook too, is because of the decision that Kevin Durant made. I felt like he handled adversity really well, which I like to be able to do as well. You know, when times get tough, like pushing through and doing it, carrying on, you know. And you know, he had it. I mean, KD went to the most winningest situation. I just think that the way you win matters, and maybe not everyone cares about that. Like, you got the rings, that makes you better than someone else, I guess. But I think it's all preference. I'm lost.
This is like the worst moonshine ever. Woo! Liquefying rock gobbler sure is fun. Does this have to work for stupider? I wasn't exactly slow before, but hey, I'll take all the help I can get.
And I always had trouble supporting Steph Curry because of the rivalry with Westbrook, but he's a great player, and he's got a personality that I really enjoy, and he honestly is probably more built like me, like how I probably have to play to excel in the league. Whereas, like, I play more like Westbrook. Like, I'm tough. I get boards. I put it up. Maybe I do a little too much sometimes. I like to pass. I like to, I don't know. I gotta be careful. This is where I died. I'm gonna try not to die there again. So it's just, there's small things you just like, you start to identify as, and I identify with, and it's not always about winning. I know everyone's like, that's all that matters, but you probably grew up in a winning culture, if that's what you're used to. I never grew up with a winning culture, really, so I'm kind of used to, like, losing, but I still love it, you know? Like, I don't care if I'm losing, I still want to play, whereas some people, if you only play to win, you might not have any fun, you know? But I think it's important to, like, strive. It depends, like, how you equate. Fuck me. I can't believe I didn't die right there. But I gotta watch where these zombies come from, and I don't like these unreliable wonder weapons as much. Like, the thunder gun is so reliable. I mean, sure, like, you might get some whiffs here and there, but you whiff a lot more with this sliquifier, which I guess makes it more balanced. I'm gonna try to kill some zombies and then run up and grab that. I shouldn't need to get the nuke, but this is kind of the situations where you learn a little bit more of the map. Like, you gotta sprint through that. But yeah, in terms of zombies greats, I always really liked the Syndicate project. And I think, and I would watch a little bit of him during Cold War, but mostly it was like beforehand. And I heard that he like cheated to get to his round 115, and I don't know if that's valid or not, so, but like someone said, and I don't know if he ever denied it. And he beat the allegations, I guess, I don't know, and because he kept playing zombies and whatever. But he became like a vlogging channel, which a lot of like gaming channels eventually did, and that's something that I don't ever want to do. I mean, I don't know, I'll switch it up here and there. Like, I know I talked about sports one time, and I might try to go back to that. I don't know how or when or why. But I always want to make sure that I'm about the game first.
You touch it, you paid for it.
So I hope that's seen, and I'll never lose sight of that. Like, if I can't play anymore because, like, you know, a big reason why athletes don't get as good is because they're told that sports takes on their body. And I think sports probably take more of a toll on your body than video games do. But they do as well. They do as well. Anyone who plays like a lot of games will know that it can take a toll on your body. Whether it be your eyes or your hands, or, in my case, your wrists. You gotta use it, and you gotta be careful, and you gotta like stretch and do your things, or you're not gonna be able to do it forever. Whereas when you're a kid, like, same with sports, you can just don't even think about it. Your body's like able to do stuff. Maybe even in youth, and that's why, like, I don't know, like, the coolest thing I think about the NBA now is that the talent level, like, just keeps getting greater. So, like, to be able to stay in that league, like, sometimes they don't even care about your name anymore, or, like, how entertaining you are to watch. Like, you gotta be good and contribute to winning. And that's why a lot of guys go overseas, which I think is great for the game, but I think as an individual, it's very hard to be humbled sometimes that way, to, like, not play in the greatest basketball league in the world. Greatest, as in greatest players. I don't know enough about, like, I know people say that in Europe, like, the fan bases are better. Maybe that's valid. Some people say that, you know, there's more chemistry, they play more beautifully, or they play with, it's less about, like, athleticism, and more about, like, technique and stuff. And I've seen how basketball can be played in different ways, like, whether it is just brute force and strength and, like, skill, whereas sometimes it's like teamwork and decision making and like care and like patience. So there's a couple things about that. But I think that's why it's great to watch as much as you can. I was able to watch a little bit of the FIBA World Cup. But I haven't seen any like Europe leagues, and I'm starting to try to watch a little bit more college, but the problem with me watching college is that they're just nowhere near as good as the NBA. Like, there's a reason they don't ever get, that most don't ever make it to the NBA, because I know there are plenty that do, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult to make that change. Like, the level of play is just so varied and different. And so when I watch it, I get frustrated. That doesn't happen to me as much in the NBA. The reason people get frustrated about watching the NBA, at least from what I've seen, is that they don't like the rules. That they make it easier, you know, like I don't know, with the free throws, you can go in on the, you don't have to wait until the release. You can just go in, or you can go in on the release or something. Or the gather step. I've heard some complaints. Max Kellerman, who I've always like kind of liked, but and I didn't like the way he said, the way he, like, when you exaggerate your point, I think you hurt your case. And I heard he was saying something like how he thinks the gather step ruined the NBA because you can basically walk all across the court without dribbling. And I'm like, and the guy who was talking to was like, not really. But it is a huge change. Like, the step backs that Harden can do are because of the gather steps. Some of the, like, dunks that people can do is because of the gather steps. And I think it's a really cool rule. But, like, when I was playing in my men's league, I got called for a travel, and I'm like, dog, what the heck are you talking about? So the ref who I talked to about it, he told me to like look up this guy on Instagram. I think it's like MDW basketball, something like that, who like goes over travels, and so I followed him. My Instagram account follows him, and I see it every now and then. It's like tough, and the shot clock that's in college. But my favorite thing about the NBA is probably the jump ball. Is that on the jump balls, you can, you jump for it, you don't just, like, switch possessions. So, but in order to, like, earn those rules, you gotta play in the NBA. And so few do, and so many of us have to enjoy it. From afar, sometimes closer, but Let me just make sure everything's okay. It always is, but I still like to check. Hello, hello, hello. I'm louder, but I'm competing with the audio, so I'll try and put the microphone a little closer. This game is loud. I'll lower it a little bit. Nah, I'm loud. I'm loud. It's fine. And I think the captions should be able to catch it. But I have watched a little bit of WNBA as well. And like women's basketball is a little bit different. It's not as different as women's lacrosse to men's lacrosse, but it's like a different reliance of things, you know, but they can still play the similar way. But in terms of the WNBA and the NBA, the WNBA has a long way to go to catch up, and there's a million reasons for that, and it's nobody's fault. It's just like, it takes time for sports to grow and change and adapt. So, I like that the NBA is so, like, talented now and skilled.
Well, that saves me a lot of hammering. Ha! Now you've got piercings too! In your face!
That's funny. Oh shit. I'm guessing that means Misty does not have face piercings.
Don't touch!
Which would make sense. She seems like a farm girl.
I ain't gonna stand for that!
And traditionally, like, ear piercings are very standard everywhere. But the face ones are a little bit more city girl. So you get to learn a little bit about the characters playing as them. Which I really like.
Liquifying rock gobbler sure is fun! Woo! I'm in the herd, boys! Never knew what hit him! Don't you even think about it!
But yeah, it's the same thing with the Easter eggs. In Black Ops 6, there were ways you could use certain gobblegums to just, like, destroy the boss, like, very easily, and I never wanted to do that, but some of them get so hard that only a certain strategy will work. Like with the Richtofen battle on Reckoning, I found out kind of how you have to do it, and I would have to use a very specific weapon, which I guess is fine. I'll be right back. Luckily, you can do this on solo. In multiplayer, you have to, or in co-op, you have to rely on your friends to, or randos to hold zombies, and that's not always the easiest task. back we go. 32. On we go. So, I wonder. I haven't really tried any too high rounds. But since the game gets so long, I think it's easier on your brain to stay in a certain spot. I'm sure there are other spots I could do this in, but this is my favorite. So, I think it's the best, but I don't know. I'm sure people have different preferences. But I don't know where else it would be. Like, there's some areas that are really interesting. Like in Kino, since I played it so much, I would try to train in the spawn room. And I don't think it's as good as the stage. But the stage has its drawbacks. It's like, you can get trapped in certain areas, but for the most part, like under the, on the way up in the stairs, there's a corner there. There's a lot of entrances to attack you from when you're going in through the stage, through the screen. So sometimes I would like the spawn room. I knew where the zombies were coming from. They were too near the bottom. Then the way the Nova gas crawlers would come down, they'd come down slowly. You could see them. There's 3 spots for that. And then everyone else would come from the stairs. So you could see where they're coming from. They pour in pretty fast. If you have a thunder gun, you're a lot safer in case anything goes wrong. Whereas in the stage, you don't need as much. You can be okay. Derice, there were a lot of spots. And that's why I would be able to get so far. It's because I would play with people who had their spots, and I had mine. And mine was a spawn room. I knew the Thompson room was good, and I knew the power room was good. I didn't like them as much, but they loved them. So, it's preference.
You touch it, you pay for it.
So if you have other spots you like to train on this map, I mean,
Yeah, look, but don't
you can let me know. I'd be interested. But I don't know. The only real place I can think of is where I've seen. In the middle spot up there, between the Trample Steam build spot and this area. There's a huge area there. I just don't like that zombies can come from below you. That shit freaks me the fuck out. And in terms of the game, not even fear, but I guess they kind of go together. I'm scared that I won't see them coming. So I probably am a little bit more of a Neji, or maybe it's because I know Neji. But I won't spoil that. If you know, you know. 2 max ammos. I'm only gonna take one of them.
Ladies first.
Max ammo.
Woo! I topped off my tank.
Oh wow, it ended. That was scary. That happens sometimes.
Don't you even
But yeah, I can't get to round 30 on every map. Moon, I think, is one of the easier maps to get to 30 on. And not everyone will agree with me because of how punishing it is when you go down. But if you don't go down, like the Biodome, the Mule Kick area, you can't do it on Earth because the rounds won't progress.
Did you break a nail?
Not really where power is. You cannot do it there. I mean, that's why the Easter egg, I think, is so doggone hard. It's because of that. You have to be around that pyramid for so long. It's freaking brutal. But yeah, no Ashes of the Damned today because I want to watch some competitive COD. I like watching that. And my phase boys, sorry if you ain't a fan, play last, so I might as well just stick around and watch it. I also been watching some One Piece. A lot of it, really. And I'm almost caught up. I still got a ways to go, but I'm hoping to catch up in the next 2 to 3 months.
Stand for that.
Dang, I don't like that these zombies are
You touch it,
in the way of
you
my
pay
insta-kill.
for it.
I might not be able to take this. I took it, but at great personal cost. I wasted a lot of sliquifier rounds. And I know I just got a max ammo, but you never know when the next one's gonna come. But then again, I'm probably gonna get one of those monkey-ish rounds. Shit, that was so close. I didn't know I ran out of ammo there. I gotta watch my count. Yeah, that's why I don't like hardcore, honestly. Mostly it's because I don't like that it doesn't take as many bullets to kill. I like that you have to, like, really work on your aiming and your tracking and stuff. And, like, the pros play core, so, like, why would I play hardcore? Oh my god! And also the fact that there's no heads-up display, which I actually do understand the appeal of. It's, like, more realistic and interesting and stuff. Like, that's cool, and I think that is why people play it. But they give you so many settings now to, like, adjust your heads-up display as you want it and customize it. So, my compromise is that I take away the reticle. The reticle and the crosshair, I take it off. I don't like it. I think it kills the immersion, and I don't care for it. It makes some shots a little bit more difficult, but in my opinion, that makes them more rewarding too.
Don't you even think about it. Roll up, roll up. Watch the Chud Chumper killing marble in action. Look, but don't touch.
Anyway, I don't know if I ever said it, but the ultimate reason why I didn't want to do the builds is because Old School Zombies for me is a series about where zombies started and what it was before it got complicated. And I think after doing Transit, you know, the jet gun is complicated to build. You can't know how to do that right out the gate.
Right?
Double points.
That's gonna stain the
And the
floor for
sliquifier
sure.
is easier to build right out the gate. You can kind of find that out, like, quickly. But, you know, it's still not everybody could, you know? So, like, I chose not to build it and play it as if it was just a standard game of zombies. I walked in, didn't know anything.
Watch the walls.
And I accomplished that, but now that I am playing, I can do it. Like, I'm grown as much as you can be grown, I guess. Like, in that way. I don't know. I don't know if I said that right, but it's fine. So I can go on the internet or go on a forum and find out how to do this shit. But I would need an internet connection and a way to search it up. Like, what if you don't have that, you know? And nowadays it seems like most people, at least the people who would consume this type of content, would have that. Or could have their own console, things like that. They could do that.
Max ammo.
Look at all this ammo.
So it makes it like, yeah, you could do it. You just don't want to do it. And is there anything wrong with not wanting to do that? You know, like, just because like a lot of people want to do it, or oh, just get good, you know, just get good. Like, what if you just want to have fun? And I think that there is space for both parties. And I'm so glad that they brought that directed mode, because I'm usually the one who wants to get good. But to get good requires time, and more importantly, sacrifice. Like, there's other things you could be doing, there's other things you could be thinking about, and sometimes, you know, that internet connection, maybe it'll cost you. And that's just like an example. Like, you never know what you could find.
Stand for that.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that
Oh, you just
I am
got
willing
blasted,
to
baby.
not make that sacrifice in Black Ops 7, I guess, now. I'll do the directed mode. But I still wanted to. Like, I made that sheet on Ashes of the Damned, and I tried, but it was too much, and if I wanted... That's what I did in Black Ops 6. Like, I was able to do them. I was able to do all of them. I didn't finish the second part of Reckoning, but there's time to do that. I like that there's 2 ways to do it. Like in Black Ops 2. Wow, that was close. But that's the type of running back move I'm talking about. So there's still time, and you know, even in Black Ops 2, the only problem with Black Ops 2 is I would have to look up how many you can do solo. And I have no series in motion to do that, and it would take up time and struggle and attempts, which I'm already doing for Black Ops 3. So like, when Black Ops 3 is done, I probably want to move on to Black Ops 4. But I liked that I was able to show the Easter egg for Moon on Black Ops 3 Zombies. But I don't know. I don't know. It would be tough. So it's, you never know. The possibilities are endless, and I want to be consistent on the channel for at least another 15 years. Or I guess 14 now, because I want to do it. And the cycles, it would be about, I started in 20. So after 3 cycles, it would be 41. And that 41st year would be another break year. So, and I would be about 40 at that time. So I want to make it until there, for sure. But, you know, like I said, it takes a toll on your body, and I need my body to do other things that could be more, I don't know if this is the right word, but I'm going to say lucrative. Because productive, I think productive is very, like, vague. You can be productive in a million ways, but production, you can also make production in a million ways, but, like, in terms of, like, livelihood, it does sometimes have to come down to money. Which is a tough topic, but if, like, using my body excessively, relatively to what it can handle, isn't making money that'll, like, sustain me when I'm older, if I make it there, which maybe I will, maybe I won't, I have to think about that stuff, and honestly, 15 years is a lot of time to see what could happen with the channel and me as a gamer and a content creator in general. But I hope to do it longer, but if my body says, please, I can't take it anymore, I think I like to listen to my body. Or if my family, should I have one, is like, listen, like, you gotta think about the future, I should probably take input, but, like, my family, my support, my cast, like, I think they are mostly in support. I mean, like, it varies, of course, because, like, money is always a thing. Like, there's less pressure to make it when you're younger, but when you're older, it's kind of an expectation, depending on who you are and what your situation is. So, like, I don't know. That's a long time from now, though. It's getting a little too much, but too far ahead, I guess I should say. So for now, I'm just playing Die Rise, and I'm glad that I still got the game and the platform and the ability to play it in the headspace. But yeah, we'll see how far I can go. Because this RPD is not doing as much. This relativistic punishment device is not doing it that much.
Oh, you just got blended, baby! You touch it, you pay for it.
Carpenter!
Well, that saves me a lot of hammering. Now look, but don't touch!
That's another reason why I like to make these videos in general, is like, I think about when I'm older and I can't play anymore. I want to be able to watch myself play, so I hope to watch this when I'm older and be like, damn, I remember when I was nice with it. And that's the big reason why I'd encourage you watching, if that's something that interests you, to try doing. It takes some investment and some time, and not everyone's going to support it. Video games is a very particular thing. Like I said earlier, it can be kind of nerdy, and if you don't consider yourself to be a nerd, you might not want to put that much time into it. You might also, it costs money, but more than anything, it costs time. And if you don't have a support system, like if it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend that doesn't like that you play games, that's hard to like make that decision. Do I love the game more, or do I love the partner more? And for me, like, not everyone would agree with me, but I love the game more. So that's, I don't know if you can tell, but that's not something every partner might be okay with. But I think my partner would be okay with it, and hopefully they. I'll say she, because to my impression, I like girls. Or women, I guess I should say, now that I'm more of a man. I still got my boyish traits, but I mean, if we're talking about partners, it would probably be good if they're, you know, womanly in terms of mind and more importantly body. But let's be real. It varies, you know. People have different tastes. People have different like,
gonna stain the floor for sure.
situational factors and availability options, I guess. So, like, in terms of, I don't know, like, who you choose to be your partner, that varies. But I would definitely want a partner that is okay with me playing games. That is, like, the most important thing for me, believe it or not. Like looks are great and all, but I like the mind a little bit more. I do have preference in bodies, but, like, you never know until you try. Like, and sometimes the intimacy, you become more attracted to certain bodies. So I'm taking my time to figure that out. Like, I've made sacrifices there for my games and my channel, but those don't really hurt me as much as the academic sacrifices I kind of made. I made it, like I did, but it was it took a lot longer and it cost me a lot more than maybe it needed to. So, like, I hope to have learned from that experience. But it doesn't, I don't even give a shit about that. I give a shit about the life I could have had if I didn't make this channel. But I don't regret the decision, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it was the right decision for me. This is the life I want and have and will pursue always. But I always think, like, dang, my brain, could I have done something I would have liked to do? You know, that would have challenged me and pushed me and maybe helped certain people that, I mean, if you're watching this, you probably wouldn't benefit from my, like, academic, or maybe you would, I don't fucking know. Wouldn't benefit from my academic pursuits as much as my, like, content pursuits. I don't know if that's the right word, but, like, this helps a certain people, or, like, provides for a certain people that, like, my engineering degree, it's a separate people, and I, in the nicest way possible, I give a little bit more of a shit about y'all, because y'all are kind of like me, I think, because I liked watching this stuff, and that's why I know what kind of stuff to make and do and how to do it. So considering that I care more about y'all than I do about, like, the random people that my, like, engineering things might help, because I think personally I wouldn't even be as good, like, you know, on the same scale, regardless of, like, money and stuff, on the same scale I'm way better at games and talking and, like, editing and all that stuff. I'm way better at it, relatively. Like, I'm good at the engineering stuff, but I don't think I can reach the same top that I can here that I would there, if that makes sense. So, but who's to say, like, the middle of that wouldn't be better than the top of this? I don't know. I want the top of this, but, like, I mean, there's no guarantee. It's a risk I'm taking, and I hope it gets there, but it's honestly worth it to me if I don't. Like, the fact that I tried it all in my life to do that is worth more than anything I could have done.
Double points.
Did I get the 800 already? Probably.
Oh, you just got blended, baby.
I hope that makes sense.
Gobbler sure is fun.
I know everyone has their own stories and stuff, and I think there's a lot of people who probably maybe like this type of content, but would be better at, like, the engineering or the medical or the lawyer or, you know, a million other things. Because, like, I'm speaking up, those are educated professions, and I want to talk about this in an upcoming thing a little bit, where, like, you don't need to be educated. I think you can still make a difference in the world, and the people that you help can be affected, depending on how good you do your job and how much you enjoy doing your job. Because I'll save that topic. Honestly, because I've been, like, thinking about it and planning for it. But, like, I just happened to be, like, girls love making this, like, joke ever since Sydney Sweeney said that she had good genes. But sometimes, like, her point that she makes is kind of valid. Like, some people, like, have bodies that are genetically, like, either stronger or this is where the preference comes in. Strength is a little bit less subjective. Like, if you beat someone, or you can lift more, or, like, beat someone, like, at arm wrestle or something, or you can lift more, or something like that, like, it's very easy to test that. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, some people who like Sydney Sweeney's body type will probably think she's got good genes. But, like, somebody who likes Megan Thee Stallion's body type might think she's got good genes. And at the end of it all, like, we all got our genes, we all got what we work with. But intelligence is also something that is genetically influenced, and I learned that in school. And intelligence isn't just about, like, what you know. It's, in my opinion at least, and Fallout taught me this a little bit, is that it's your ability to acquire and retain information. So, I'm pretty good at this stuff. Like, I looked it up, I wrote it down, and I executed it. I got the builds. But not everyone can do that. So, like, that's why I think this becomes more of a nerdy game, because nerds are usually more intelligent, whereas jocks are usually stronger, or something like that. Damn, dog, this guy's got health.
You touch it, you pay for it.
But I was genetically blessed with intelligence. I didn't have to study until I was, like, in high school, and I was ahead in classes. But there are people who are smarter than me genetically. Because when I got to high school and I got to college, I had to try a lot harder. I struggled. And I couldn't, and eventually the time I would have needed to put in, I didn't have. And it wasn't because I didn't have it, it was because, I took on jobs. Like, I wanted to work at Fenway Park, and I got to, it was fun. And I wanted to work, I wanted to make videos, and I did, and it was great. But I didn't put in as much time towards my school, so I started to struggle more. Whereas, like, in high school, like, I could ref, I could lifeguard, I could do whatever, and I was fine. I would study while watching basketball and stuff. But I couldn't study or do my homework while watching football. Like, I couldn't do it. It was just brutal, Whereas with editing, I can do that at the same time. Like, this is something you don't need to be educated to do. Content create. Like, you can learn how to edit, and I guess you can learn how to code on your own. You don't need to go to school for that. It's a lot cheaper if you do it on your own too. And there's ways to find resources and stuff like that. But I think I can bring some of my intelligence to the table in how I speak or how I play. So I think that is a factor that I can contribute to. And then my strength doesn't really contribute as much. But I do realize, like, I work on my forearms a little bit more than the rest of my body because you use your forearms like crazy to move your hands and stuff. So it helps to have, like, I don't know. Like, that's what I learned, at least when I was struggling with my wrists. I was told by an occupational therapist to, like, exercise them a little bit and take breaks. Like, you treat them as, like, muscles. And so that's a little bit more important to me than me being physically strong. Even though I liked it. I used to be. I did karate a little bit growing up, taekwondo, and they made us do push-ups like twice a week, like a lot. And I could do 40 like really easily, and I had muscle. Like, it was cool. And then in high school, I would go to the gym like multiple times a week, and in college, I started doing that too. I would do it like 3 times a week. And then recently, I did it like 3 or 4 times a week, and and then I started to like play basketball in there too. So I like it, and I can acquire muscle, and that's something that men usually have an advantage on over women. But there are women who probably have genes that help them with that too. But I think, like, I don't know what it is, but it's usually easier for men to acquire muscle. But the thing with that is that you lose it. You lose it, You either use it or you don't. And if you don't do it, it's not gonna stick around and wait for you. Like, it just goes away. Whereas with,
Max ammo.
Look at all this ammo!
Whereas with, intelligence,
away.
you lose that shit too. You lose, I don't know if you lose intelligence, but you lose your knowledge. Like, you can be reminded of it, but you gotta refresh your memory or you're gonna forget it. Or you gotta use it, you gotta practice it. So it is kind of similar, but I think your ability to acquire information does have a lot to do with intelligence, and you can get smart even if you didn't start off that high, but it's kind of like the height thing. Like, that was the biggest struggle for me with basketball, is that I was pretty tall, relatively, when I was, like, in middle school, and then I grew an inch all throughout high school. So, like, I was playing, like, forward, and I needed to turn into a guard, but even, like, at my height now, like I said, Saquon Barkley, 5'9". I heightened myself there. You can't excel at that height, like, there's a couple exceptions, and there's even that Muggsy Bogues, Isaiah Thomas, the second, and Yuki, I forget his last name, sorry. They're there, but to excel, which is what I want to do, nah, I can't. So if I wanted my kids to excel, like, that's where it starts to be like, why are you choosing your partner? If it's to have kids, but what kind of kids do you want? Like, do you want them to be smart? You might choose a smart partner. Do you want them to be tall? You might choose a tall partner. Do you want them to be strong? You might choose a strong partner. Because, you know, they're 50 you, 50 them. And you might have some things that you want genetically for your kids to have that you don't. So that's something I've thought about, no lie. But, I mean, that's a huge thing to think about, and that's a long, far away from now, so. At least for me, not for everybody. People make their choices, willingly or non-willingly, to have children and the time that they do. And I'm dead. I'm not dead, sorry for the yell.
Scratch me, I'll scratch you back.
But yeah, a lot to think about.
That's a meaty old mess. Now look, but don't touch.
God fucking damn it.
Don't you go getting any ideas.
How many we got? Just the one? And the crawlers? I'll have the sliquifier out because the RPD isn't doing the same amount of damage anymore. And there go my perks. Great. This is bad though, because they're respawning. What to do? What to do? Cause unfortunately, or not unfortunately, I need perks. I'm gonna have to take Pack-a-Punch. Trouble now.
I wasn't exactly slow before, but hey, I'll take all the help I can get. This is like the worst moonshine ever. Ugh. For killing Marvel in action! I've been in the herd, boys! You touch it, you pay for it. Don't you even think about it! Liquefying rock gobbler sure is fun! You touch it, you pay for it. Does this have to work for stupider?
Should have picked up another trample steam, huh? Can't sprint and reload in this game. Duly noted.
I'll walk right through you. I ain't gonna stand for that. That's gonna stain the floor for sure.
I'm gonna probably run out of ammo of this if I keep using it like this.
Oh, you just got blended, baby!
Okay. Cost me some resources, but we made it. What the fuck? I always did say when you go down, it's like the most fun time. Like, the most, when the zombies, like, game really gets good, you know?
You touch it, you pay for it.
I had to use up a lot of ammo there.
Get low on ammo!
These armored zombies are no joke.
Now look, but don't touch!
Okay. So... I'm gonna try to make it with just the sliquifier.
Scratch me! I'll scratch you back!
I got 26 rounds. I'm gonna keep track of how many I use. But if I don't, I have to at least get to the end of this round. So if I can get a max ammo, that would be great. If I can't, then I might have to go hit the box. And I would love to do that at the end of a round. So I'm gonna have to be really conservative with this. I really cannot get in situations that will get me killed. Because I will probably try to get out of it by spamming my sliquifier. I wish there was stamina up on this map. I get that it's not because it's like there's not a lot of horizontal distance to travel. But I mean, still.
Don't you even think about it. Ugh, you touch it, you pay for it.
Double points.
I wouldn't want to be the one cleaning that up. Yeah, I ain't gonna stand for that.
Like I said. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. Let's not get greedy, whatever. I missed out on a bullet, it's fine. Or on a shot. Alright, we got 3 fresh monkeys, full RPD, full slick.
You expected a different outcome, rock gobblers? I wouldn't want to be the one cleaning that up. Woo! Liquefying rock gobblers sure is fun.
Carpenter!
Whew, thanks for the break.
They don't die anymore. Yeah, they don't die anymore. That was close. They do, they just take a long time to die. And that's why the RPD is better than the Galil. In terms of the situation, is that it has more ammo. So 35 by 315 versus 125 by 725. And I shouldn't say by because that implies multiplication. But plus sounds a little too basic.
Insta-kill.
Crunch!
That killed them all, damn.
Chew on that! You just got
I love that Fallout, which is different than COD. Because COD rewards headshots and headshots only. I think there are some situations where leg and where limb shots don't do as much damage too, but for the most part they all do the same except for the head. Whereas in Fallout, for certain purposes you can aim at different body parts and you can cripple certain body parts. So like if you want their shooting arm to be bad, you shoot their arm. If you want them to move slower, you shoot their leg. Whereas here, like, you get rewarded less, I guess. I don't know if that happens anymore. I don't know if that happens anymore. Because I know you only get credit for kills, but do you get? I think you get 90. Wait, do you? How many? How do I not know this? I guess I'll pay attention. I think you might get 90 no matter where you shoot them now. And keep in mind, this is with double tap too, so, like, think about what it would be doing if I had, like, a wall weapon or something. It would probably still do damage, but I'd have to buy ammo for it all the time, and, like, not let them kill me too.
Fetch me their swords.
They're on the damn wall!
Luckily, these are easier to kill than the Ascension monkeys. The Ascension monkeys do not die on these rounds. They're the scariest part of the whole map.
Max ammo.
Full as a tick!
I don't even know who's playing first. But it's okay. I'm committed to the grind. I die when I die. I won't accelerate that time.
ain't gonna stand for that. 2 for 1 time.
See if I can reload this. It could get me out of the situation, but more than anything, it's probably gonna put me in one. We'll see. Yeah, you thought.
I wouldn't want to be the one cleaning that up. Oh! Now look, but don't touch. Roll up, watch the Chud Chomper killing marble in action. That's gonna stain the floor for sure. Oh, you just got blended, baby.
No good deed goes unpunished. So 42 is definitely a max ammo round. Wow, that died too. They all died. A max ammo round. So I got 34 bullets behind, and a lot here. This can go pretty quick, so I think I'm probably gonna have to rely on the sliquifier. Keep trying to. That was terrible. See what a waste.
That's gonna stain the floor for sure. Scratch me, I'll scratch you back.
So I think I'm just gonna have to use this RPD on the stragglers. It's good to have double tap. So if you don't know what Who's Who does, I don't think I got it in my old school zombies do it either. It's kind of worthless. It's kind of like Tombstone in later, like in the newer Call of Duties, like Cold War. I don't know if they brought it back after that, honestly. But it's just like you just you have no perks, and you basically I would get another quick revive if I survived myself with no perks, like no perks. I would have to spawn in, run, and try to revive myself. So it's fun, it's cool, it's a nice challenge, it's creative, but there's a reason that they didn't bring it back. And you could say it's because it's unique to the map and they want it. No, it's because nobody wants to buy it, you know? So, cruel truth there, but
You touch it,
I wasted some
you
rounds
pay
there
for
too.
it.
But I think if I get another down, I'm gonna buy Mule Kick, because that way I can get a ray gun or a Galil or something additional, and if I go down, that's the game anyway. I'm not gonna have to worry about losing it. So that's kind of like how, and that's why I think they brought back. When they updated the Black Ops 1 after they concluded everything, they brought back Mule Kick. They brought in Mule Kick to all of the other maps. And this is good. Let's just do this, honestly.
That's the big boom! Look at all this ammo!
I'm gonna wait until they spawn in and then take this, because they're just gonna tear it down. And they're gonna probably tear it down again anyway, but I don't know, you get 200 points out of it. But that's why I think they brought back Mule Kick, is because that's what they want you to do. They want you to do exactly what I'm doing right now. They want you to have Speed Cola, Double Tap, Juggernaut, and Quick Revive, and do that 3 times, and then when you go down the last time, you take Mule Kick and throw it in your slot, and then you go down, but you went down fighting with 3 things. But you can also squeeze in Stamina up, either replace it for Double Tap or Speed Cola. Juggernaut is essential. Quick Revive is essential. Unless you never want to buy Quick Revive. Then, you know, it is what it is, but You wanna have your downs if you want to try to get far, because you're gonna have to go down eventually, and if you could do that more than once, you're probably gonna get more rounds.
You touch it, you pay for it.
It's so interesting that in these games they would struggle with online, like you would I have to like play offline to avoid lagging out, and now you have to be connected to the internet to play the new Call of Duties. If you didn't know that, yeah, that's the world we live in now. So stupid. I don't know why I do the things that I do sometimes. I really shouldn't even be using this ammo, but I feel like I already started, but sunk cost. Like I said, I'm gonna try to use it on the stragglers.
Baby.
Because
Scratch me, I'll scratch you back.
I'll go through it too easily. It's not killing, whereas the sliquifier is. This is something that you can't do, like, that's how it is. You want to go to a far round, you gotta use the wonder weapon. And luckily you can build this one, you don't have to get lucky. So I think that's something that some people actually did like, because you could be guaranteed it. And you get to choose who gets it.
Let your worries melt away. Woo! Clean up on aisle 3.
They all die, that's crazy. It's a good weapon. I understand it. I understand why you wanted me to use it. I can't remember, I know it was 4 letters after something, so thank you for the recommendation. I'm glad I was able to do it.
That's gonna stain the floor for sure. Yeah, look, but don't touch. Let your worries melt away. Oh, you just got blended, baby.
I'll take this nuke. Let's get this bullet back.
Max ammo!
Woo! I topped off my tank. Oh, you just got blended, baby. I wouldn't want to be the one cleaning that up. Shit! That's a meaty old mess. Woo! Liquefying rock gobbler sure is fun.
Glad you're having fun, Misty.
Ah! It's gonna stain
So
the
this is the
floor
time
for
where your
sure.
mental starts to get tested, because you start to get bored, you start to be like, yeah, I just kind of want to, I'm good, I'll just die, or are you, oh, I made a mistake, but it's fine, you know. It's choice how locked in you want to stay. I kind of want to see how far I can get. It's just like a personal thing, I want to try it. We'll see how I do. So I'll try and survive. But it's usually it's game deciding when you after you go down how you respond. I think I'm responding pretty well. It's a shame this ain't going on the leaderboards, but I have proof.
I ain't gonna stand for that. Look, but don't touch.
This is also another good spot for insta kill. I've seen people get like those crazy rounds in the first room where they just use the pistol on the M14 and they hold on to the pistol for insta kills.
Ladies first.
And they use the M14 the rest of the time. But that takes like there's levels to it.
Scratch you back.
Literally 10 hours of gameplay or something like that to get some crazy round, because the bullets just don't do a lot of damage, but they'll kill eventually, and it's each individual zombie and a million more spawn after. But hey, people do what they do for the reasons that they do them.
Look, but don't touch.
It's kind of a slow death though. This is interesting. Like, you kind of have to wait for them all to die, which is fine if you're not gonna let them kill you.
Scratch me, I'll scratch you back.
Ah, that was stupid.
Double points.
That's usually how it goes. You just make a mistake, but it's like it's always like that. That's why if you're playing to watch the World Cup, you might find some interesting to it. You just end up making a mistake. That's why you get scored on, not because you're bad. I should have just thrown a monkey. You lose focus, you make a mistake. That's that. I could have gone. I kind of regret not being able to go get Mule Kick and do more. But that was a careless down. He's fine. Felt it. 45 though. That's pretty fun. But yeah, I did what I came for. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoyed night, morning, whatever it is they're doing. I'm gonna go watch some Call of Duty and probably some One Piece at the same time. And we'll see what else I do. I'm a little hungry. But that's the stream for this week. Next Sunday I'll play Ashes of the Damned until I beat it. Next time I'll do Astra Malarum until I beat it. So it'll be hefty, and we'll see. A lot of change on the channel, a lot coming in, coming out. So hope you enjoyed. It was a pretty fun game, honestly. I don't regret doing that at all. That was awesome. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Peace out.